It's Ink Fingered Cat here, and I thought I would change things up a little bit today and do some scrapbooking. It's not something I do very much of these days, so this is going to be a rare little treat. My lovely friend Helen, who's Helen Ding, quite often I think you find her as Bling with Ding on her blog. I'll try and put a link to her YouTube channel anyway. Well, she's got me back into my scrapping book, which I used to do, and then I did loads of it for a couple of years, and then I've done virtually about 4 pages in the last 2 years. So I went and dug out a photo, and I just picked this completely at random. It's a picture of my daughter and husband, probably before he was my husband actually. In fact, no, it's definitely before he was my husband. And this was on my birthday in 2006, and we went to Marbury Park for the day in Cheshire. And I love this picture of both of them. It's not actually a very good quality picture, but do you know what? That really doesn't matter. It's about the memories and about how cute she looks and how much happy he looks and what a wonderful day we had. So I'm going to start with a piece of white 12x12, which you probably can't see the whole page in the way that I've got the camera configured, but never mind. And I've also going to use up these papers. So these are papers that came in the February Artful Days goodie box, some of which have been cut into, some of which are complete. But even though the theme, which was words, doesn't particularly go with this picture, by the time I've finished, I'm sure it'll all theme in perfectly. So I'm going to try and stick this all onto fast forward so that you're not bored of me faffing, and hopefully it'll all make sense, and try and put some comments on as and when to explain what my process is. So enjoy! Right, as per usual, I had a bit of a storage issue on my camera, and it's decided to stop recording. So I don't know which point it stopped recording, so I'll just explain what I've done just in case. So I started with scribbling some gelatos onto my page, but then realised I'd not actually stuck any gesso down, so I'm now putting some gesso over the top of that. And hopefully when that's dry, that'll now work perfectly for adding the gelatos to, because unfortunately what happens if you add them and there's no gesso down there, they don't tend to blend as well because they get sucked into the porous surface of the paper. So I will go back to being, as I planned, on fast forward now. Okay, really happy with that. Some lovely shiny splatters. All nice and messy. What I will say is that this page is now completely warped because of course it's not really the kind of cardstock you would normally use to apply this much medium to and this much water to, so probably needs a good flatten at some point, but that's going to have to wait. So I'm just going to now dab up anything that's still a bit wet, take that off, so I can carry on, or stroke go back to where I was with my little collage. Okay, so I'm happy with how that's looking. I think I'm going to just trim that off a little bit, and then I'm going to have a little hunt through and see if there's anything in the Artful Days box from February that goes where these papers came from that goes with this page. Okay, I've also got a big pile of stickers and various bits and pieces in a box here that I am going to have a little rummage through and see what I come up with. Okay, so I think I'm done for now. It needs to dry. There's some enamel accents on here that'll need to dry. The glues all need to dry where the embellishments are. And I've added a little bit of journaling. Other than that, I think I'm happy. A little bit of doodling. So it'll also need to be flattened as well. So I'll learn once it's dry. I'll be able to put it in its plastic page protector and then put something heavy on top so that it'll flatten out a little bit. Excuse me. Really happy with how this has ended up. And this is such a revelation to me, to be able to do beautiful mixed media, but do my scrapbooking at the same time, and use up some of these gorgeous embellishments and the papers that come in the Artful Days box. Yeah, I've added a little bit of my own stash to it, but really that's only a couple of stickers. And obviously the base card and a couple of colours of gelatos and the acrylic paint from Art Alchemy Finnabair. So yeah, really happy with how this looks. Really happy with the final page. So once it's all dry, I'll do some pictures when it's proper daylight, and I pop those at the end of the video. I've realised I've not actually used my sweet. Oh, and I do want to use that, so let me grab my glue, and I'm going to use my high-tack glue and hope for the best. You might have noticed throughout most of the video, when I've used a glue, I've actually used my pin flare, mainly because that was what was on hand rather than for any real reason. It's very good for using on embellishments like this though, so I must admit I would always normally use that. Yep, happy with that there. Right, so now I'm happy it's finished. Hasn't really got a title, this page, but I suppose Sweet Daddy's Girl is probably as good as it's going to get. Sweet Daddy's Girl, that'll do. So not added any extra letters or anything like that. Didn't use the beads that I thought about using, but really happy with how it's all come out. So thanks for joining me. If you like what I do, please do give me a thumbs up and subscribe to see more. And I shall see you again soon.